Hope you're doing well today. Sorry it's taking me so long to make another video. Actually, I had my videos ready to post, and the phone that I had them on, had a couple to post, actually shattered, and it's taken me a little while to save up to buy a new phone. So, here that video is, finally, the requested one of me brushing my hair. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I actually brush my hair. When I brush my hair, it usually doesn't take me too long to get it brushed. I know a lot of people think, well, if you have a whole lot of hair, it's going to take a long time. But actually, it's not so bad. The only time it gets really bad is when I let it get tangled up pretty bad. There was one time that happened, actually. I had been four-wheeler riding, and I did not braid my hair or put my hair up. So I left it all hanging down, and it was a huge, huge mistake because I ended up having tangles as long as my hair. It was pretty bad. So I try to refrain from doing that. I always try to braid it or put it up if I'm going to be doing something so that it doesn't get too bad tangled, because it can get tangled fairly easy if there's a whole lot of wind involved. Other than that, it's not so bad. It doesn't get tangled too bad. So when I start brushing my hair, I usually I brush at the bottom first, like I was doing a moment ago, to get all the tangles out, any tangles that were to be in it before I get started. Because if I don't, whenever I'm brushing downward like this, and I get to the tangle like I have right here in this spot, it is very, very hard to brush it out of the bottom if there's tangles in the bottom too. So I actually try to make sure the bottom is tangle free before I start brushing the top. You see it slides through smoothly. Now I usually brush it on the one side, get all the tangles out, and then whenever I am sure that all the tangles are out, I flip it over to the other side and do the same thing, just to make sure that all the tangles are actually out of my hair. Because sometimes they're a little hard to find where I do have so much hair. Okay, so you can see my brush sliding through pretty easily. There's a couple little knots. Let me show you the length as I'm brushing it too. Okay. Sit a little better there. So there's a whole lot of hair to brush, but it's not nearly as hard as people think. So I'm done with that side. I'm actually flipping it over now, so I can go ahead and brush this side too. And it usually doesn't take me too long to brush my hair. The only time it takes a really long time, like when I was talking about a moment ago, whenever it gets really tangled. If I am not careful and I don't put it up whenever I'm being active and there's a lot of wind involved, it can get pretty tangled on me. But other than that, it usually doesn't take me any longer than about 5 to 8 minutes to get it all completely brushed. And I'll run into a few tangles now and then that I just have to work down to the bottom. See, it's not so bad. A lot easier than what you thought, wasn't it? So, there's a small tangle here I'm just brushing out. And you'll notice I have a few bangs in the front. Those actually, I cut chin length about a year ago, so they've grown that much, this much in a year. So that's pretty good. And also, whenever I'm brushing my hair, after I get it all brushed, and I'm satisfied that all the tangles are out of it, which I'm getting pretty close to that now. Okay, now I feel like it is all pretty brushed. All the tangles are out. So then, I actually want to go ahead and I part my hair. If you've noticed, so let me move you back over here so I can show you that. Whenever I'm finished, I usually part my hair, and it's trained pretty good. You can see it's falling over on its own pretty well. I usually part it about right there. I don't like the straight down the middle part. I think it just looks odd. But I like it a little to the side. Sometimes I do farther over. But I usually part it and lay it over on the right. So that was me brushing my hair. And I really hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I do have quite a bit of hair to brush. But it's not bad. It's not nearly as bad as what people usually think it is. If you have any questions about hair care, or if you have any questions about my hair in general, please leave the comments below, or you can also private message me and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I would be very happy if you would do so. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, and you can share your hair stories with me. If you have any suggestions, if there's anything that you want me to video of my hair, I can do multiple kinds of braids. And I'm actually considering a washing video showing me washing my hair. So if that would be something that interests you, if that's something that you would like to see, just please let me know, and I'll try to get that video up and running. I really appreciate you tuning in today. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a very wonderful day. Thanks again.